What's it called? Corona!
I wanna run away, get away from this mess. My head's going round, just thinking of nothing, baby. My life ain't making any sense.
Hey guys, welcome to the WOAFM99 radio show. This is Oliver Sean, and it's episode 6 of season 25. Today is an in-conversation episode, and we've got one of our WOA artists on the show joining me in the middle around after the 3 songs, so stick around for that. It's none other than Author Bod, who hit number 1 in the UK and number 1 in the US on the iTunes charts with 2 different songs entirely. So today, we're going to be playing one of his new singles called Fallout that hit number 1 in the US on the easy listening charts. He's also on our Goa Chill Out Zone, which hit number 3 in the UK on the iTunes charts and hit the Amazon bestseller list. So if you haven't heard the Goa Chill Out Zone, check it out. They've got artists like Author Bod and various other fantastic acts on it. So without further ado, let me tell you the certified indie songs of the week today. So we kick the show off with one of my new favorite artists, Renee Ruth, and her song Lose My Breath. Renee has hit again number 1 in America recently, and she also hit, I think, the top 10 in the UK with her single, and in America with her EP. So that's big news. Renee is a WOA artist, and we've got big things planned out for Renee, so stick around to hear more about Renee Ruth. I think you guys must have heard her on my last radio show. If you missed that interview, check it out. Go to Spotify and look for WOAFM99 radio show with Oliver Sean and check out our entire archive, the past 25 seasons. Right, so after Lose My Breath by Renee Ruth, we've got Starz by Rice, another WOA artist who's doing fantastic. Starz is on the charts all over the place. That's his new song. And the World Beat edition of this song, which was produced by me, is on the World Beat Project EP, which hit the official UK Top 100 album charts. This is the national charts, by the way, which is a huge thing for any artist. So Starz Rice is on that album as well. After Starz by Rice, we've got Let Me Love Again. Now, this is by Michael Benshish Band. We've played Michael Benshish before. His music is very smooth jazz, very easy listening, stuff like that. So let me know what you think. He might be a great addition to our next Goa Chill Out Zone, Volume 13, which is scheduled to come out in a few months. So you might hear Michael Benshish on that album as well. After Michael Benshish, of course, we've got the wonderful Author Bod joining me live in the studio all the way from America. So stick around. It's a great interview. We're talking about Arthur's journey in music and also about the music industry, the major industry and the independent scene and how we're merging it. It's a fun listen. It's a fun talk we've had. Musicians and people who are interested in independent music are going to love it. And all you fans of good music are going to love that interview. So stick around for that. And then, of course, we've got Author Bod with his song Fallout, his number 1 hitting single, Fallout, at number 4 today. Number 5 is Hand Upon My Heart by an artist called Tony Clarke. Now, this is more sort of, it's not, I wouldn't call it commercial, but maybe Americana, if you'd like. Falls in the pop rock sort of feel. Another good artist probably for our independent number 1s compilation. You never know. We only play artists that we think would be great additions to our chart-topping compilations and artists that we really think you need to discover. Okay, so Tony Clarke is one of those acts. After that, we've got Brother from Another Mother. I like that because we all say that all the time, don't we? Brother from Another Mother, And this is Bobby Marino, another great song, kind of poppy, but it's not really pop. It's more independent rock, I'd call it. The thing is, major labels have changed what independent music, indie means. When we now say indie, people think about Green Day and those kinds of bands. But when we talk about indie as an independent artist, we're talking about an independent sound that you can't really categorize with what the major labels want you to categorize it as. Don't know if that makes sense. But write in, let me know what you think about the independent music that we play, the different genres that we get together. It always has a sort of common theme, and that theme is that each one is fiercely independent. So last but not least on the show today, after these wonderful new artists and WOA artists, is my friend Silent Stranger. Now, if you've missed Silent Stranger's new music video, you need to go to YouTube on his account or my Oliver Sean YouTube account and check out his music video that I filmed in Canada just a few months ago. We were across Toronto, filming his music video, and that video turned out so good. Even though I directed it and filmed it, was a big part in the editing as well. It's not like I'm tooting my own horn. I really think it's a good video, okay? So go check it out. But today we're not playing that song. We're playing Silent Stranger's new single, which is going to be hopefully entered into the upcoming Grammy Awards and the official ballots. So wishing Silent Stranger the best of luck, and all the other WOA artists that are being supported by our label for the upcoming Grammys. So best of luck to them. This is Motoring by Silent Stranger, and that ends our show today. But do stick around. Author Bod's joining me in the middle of the show. Have a great day and enjoy the great independent music brought to you by WOAFM99 and our wonderful WOA entertainment team. Oliver Sean signing out.
When the groove sets in, oh, when the party it begins. like what it could be, what it should be. I don't wanna see what everyone sees. I've been feeling down, don't take me low. Wanna be a high when you feeling low. Hope my absence don't steal your glow. Hope your presence complements my growth. Make a wish come true, man. You fly like a star with the way that you move. Sorry if I waited my whole damn life. Stay strong, baby, fight your fight. Something in the air just don't feel right. Let go, let your life take flight. Never lose self, ever lose sight. Even in the dark, let your light shine bright. Gotta get through, star in the night. You don't wanna fall, well you gotta get right. Baby, you a star in the nighttime. Let me show you off in the right light. Oh yeah, you done out. Let me bring you back to life. Baby, you a star in the nighttime. Let me show you off in the right light. Oh yeah, you done out. Let me bring you back to life. Now tell me how you maintain tipping them scales to avoid pain. I cannot afford to just fade, babe. Even in light, know they throw shade. Go and throw it to me, babe. Calling me dangerous like my loving is fake. Looked in your eyes and I seen in your face. I know my love isn't safe, babe. Life's a compilation, you my melody, man. Nevertheless, what you meant to me wasn't ready for what we meant to be. Baby, go and let go, but we still ain't free. Wishing on a star till the lights burn out. Turns to a martyr when desire falls out. I can't breathe, aspire too thin. Give you my shine if we all can't win. Baby, you a star in the nighttime. Let me show you off in the right light. Oh yeah, you dine out. Let me bring you back to life. Baby, you a star in the nighttime. Let me show you off in the right light. Oh yeah, you dine out. Let me bring you back to life.
You might say that I could get your love for less, but just who am I to second guess that everything I do is everything for you, just so I can find a way to say what I got to say. Oh, no one fills me like the way you do. No one fills me up but quite like you can only do. No one gives me the feeling I can only feel with you. All you gotta say is when. Please let me love again.
I used to believe life was there waiting for me to unfold like a billowing tree with every branch that I hold I control. Then who is this in my mirror, staring at my life? And how did I get here? This isn't the spotlight, it's just the night, and I'm out of control. To me, I'm just along for the ride and moving real slow and taking care of me is holding the rock from my road and won't let go. And who is this in my mirror, staring at my life? And how did I get here? This isn't the spotlight, it's just the night, and I'm out of control. There are times when I wonder, when did I get lost? Mind's eye fall out, hearing the small talk in the back of my mind. I'm reaching the time when some would sigh and just let go, but I have to say no. While I still can see there may be time waiting for me if I find my road. And who is this in my mirror, staring at my life? And how did I get here? This isn't the spotlight, it's just the night, and I'm out of control. Out of control.
Right, folks, so today we've got a fantastic artist who currently is #1 in the UK on the official easy listening charts on iTunes, and it's none other than Author Bod. Arthur, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing awesome, Oliver. It's a very exciting day now that we have a #1 in UK. It's really, really cool.
That was going to be my next question. How does it feel to be a #1 charting artist?
Actually, I thought it was a joke. I received an email from Emma, and it says, "Congratulations, you're #1 on this chart." And I went, "What? #1? That doesn't make any sense to me." So I quickly went to the chart and I saw it and I thought, "Holy cow, that's pretty cool." So yeah, it's really awesome. I've never been #1 on anything, so I'm tickled.
So it's cool working with WOA Entertainment, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. I had a very good feeling for some reason from the moment we got when I started talking to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently I was right.
Yeah. You know, when you go with your gut feelings and when it turns out right, you go, that's such a good feeling. You know, you meet the right people, the people who kind of think on the same wavelength, musicians, you know, most of the people working at WR, musicians, filmmakers, you know, Grammy nominees, MTV EMA nominees. So when they like something, they'll go all out because it becomes personal. You know what I mean? So it's like a personal thing for us, you know, which is a good way to work.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm a happy camper, man. I'm really, really happy about the whole thing. It's very exciting for me.
So tell me more about It Ain't Love, your number one charting song, which, by the way, is also in the top 100 in the UK across all genres. Did you know that, right? You knew that.
I actually saw that, and that to me was just really totally freaky to see that.
And apparently your guitar player told you that.
Famous people, too.
Apparently your guitar player told you about that. You didn't even know, did you?
No, that's right. Yeah, actually, I had called my guitar player up, and I said, man, It Ain't Love. It's number one on the easy listening charts.
Right.
He, we talked for a second, he hung up, and then he went and looked on a chart, and he sent me an email that showed that it was number like 86 on the top 100 of all songs.
Nice.
Which was some good company I was with there for a while anyway.
Dolly Parton was behind you, man. That's freaking great.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So, It Ain't Love is a duet. Okay, tell us more about the female singer on the song.
So when I decided that the song really was to be a duet, I started thinking, well, I really need to find a really good singer for that part. And I discovered Audrey Karash by accident. It turned out to be her, and I told her I had this song that I thought would be really great for her to sing on. And I sent it to her. She dug the song, and then everything just happened from there. And
that's great.
It went from a country song with steel guitar to where it is today.
I think, you know, your song still has a country vibe, but at the same time, it's Americana, you know, as far as I can tell. I would call it American roots Americana. And the fact that you've placed it in a category like easy listening, Americana, it just works really well because the genre country is overtaken by major label artists, you know. So country is almost like pop, literally. It's like the charts are blurred, if you think about it. Country charts and the pop charts are just blurred. And there's no point even trying to compete on those charts because you're just competing with manufactured music, most of it. And it's got millions of dollars backing it like a product rather than like a song that's written from the heart by a real songwriter. They've got like 25 songwriters on one bloody song, you know, on the pop charts, for God's sakes. It's crazy. So you did the right thing, man. You did the right thing, for sure.
Yeah, I think it seems like every time I start writing something new, it has a country feel at first, and then it sort of, you know, just kind of morphs somewhere along the way. But it still has that underlying vibe. And and I agree with you on It Ain't Love. It still has that kind of vibe to it. It's really, for some reason, I seem to revert to that easy listening type of music, which I really like, although, you know, I have other things that are way different vibe than this one.
That's another good thing about hitting the charts so high up in the charts, about number one, to be fair. There's no higher than that. But the good thing is people are now going to be open to listening to your other material, you know. They'd be like, what else has this artist got? You know, like if you release a rock song or an alternative song, for example, the terrestrial radio curators, especially the A-class curators that we work with, will actually give it more attention. And your marketing team, your music marketing team like WA, won't have to like pursue them and urge them to listen to it. They go, listen, he's a number one charting artist, listen to it, you know, and they will listen to it now, which is a good thing.
That's something that I was thinking about earlier today. And I actually, I'll be honest with you, I sent a couple of links up to your side today with some new stuff that I just finished, a couple of things I'm getting ready to release.
Oh, fantastic.
Some that I just released that are kind of in the similar vibe in some cases. But I think it's a pretty cool R&B song called Perfume on My Pillow, which I just released. And actually, that's probably on Emma's email right now. Okay.
Well, I'm sure she's going to send it over because the entire team will look at songs by our artists, you see. So if it's for a campaign or whatever, they're all going to be listening to it and then advising, because we'll only take on songs that we are sure we can, you know, really do justice to, You get what I'm saying?
Oh, no, absolutely. I understand. Yeah. I'm a believer at this point, Oliver.
That's good, man. That's good. I wanted to ask you, do you work with producers? Like, for example, I get a lot of artists that I work with, independent acts, right, who don't work with producers. They've never done that before. And then they bring in a third-party producer. Like, I produce songs for a lot of artists. And it just changes it, takes it to a different level, because there are certain things you don't look at. You can't really look at, when you're the songwriter and the producer and the artist and everything. So have you considered working with other producers?
I've thought about that. Actually, It Ain't Love was one of the few songs that I actually had mixed by a Nashville producer engineer, a guy named Joe West, who I thought did a really good job mixing the song.
I think so too, yeah.
But I have my longtime bandmate, good friend of many years, Shaw Hayes, who's out in California, actually. Uh-huh. He and I collaborate a lot on music, and he's sort of my sounding board, where I'll write something, I'll put together a basic track, send it off to him, and then we'll kind of arrange it together and kind of go through some producing concepts together. But then I pretty much take it from there and then just try to get it all together myself, which is a problem because it takes me a long time. But, that's the way I seem to be doing it these days.
Sure. So maybe it's time you work on a song, the way the majors do. So you write it, you work on it with your other artists and all of that. And then you get in a third-party producer to work with you to kind of add certain things that will make it a hit for sure, or elements that you wouldn't otherwise have thought of. And then you mix and master it with another major sort of company that does mixing, mastering, who've got gold records and stuff like that. It's what I do now, like for my own music. It's worked so well because everything you release, when you do it that way, it just does it. It just gets there, wherever you want it to go. It's something to look at. It's something to consider.
Yeah, of course, I'm always open to anything that's going to help me get people to listen and, to make the songs as popular as I can get them. I've worked with producers and whatnot in the past, and some of the experiences were good. Mm-hmm. Some were not so good, but, it's like anything. Once you find the right people, I guess, it could make a big difference. Yeah,
you got to stick with the people you have a good connection with. And that's so important, because it's music. It's such a personal thing. And if you don't have a good vibe for the entire process of that song or an album, it just messes up the whole thing.
I understand that totally. It kind of drives me crazy, to be honest with you.
So what are you working on now, Arthur?
I decided that maybe I should also think about putting together an EP.
That's a good idea.
I've got the songs in mind, and basically I'm trying to finish up a couple of songs that I'm kind of redoing some parts. I'm working on a song now which I think is really, really an appropriate song for at least this country, called My American Dream. It's more of a country rock kind of a song, acoustic rock, I kind of think of it as. I'm doing a couple of remote sessions with another female singer that I've worked with over the years.
Nice.
And it's a song I think that really could have some legs. Maybe not with me. Maybe it would be a good cover by someone, but it's a song I really, really like. I think it's appropriate. It's the right length. It's got the right message. Yeah. And that's really captured most of my time these days, this one particular song.
Yeah, that's so good to hear from an artist, especially a singer who likes to sing his own songs. When you're so open to allowing someone else to sort of do the main part, like singing, and you're open to that, it just goes to show the level of maturity in that artist, in terms of his music. That's great to hear, man. That's really good to hear.
Well, the object is to get the song to be the best that it can possibly be.
Absolutely.
So, my ego is not that big.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I just want people to hear my music. That's what makes me happy. I get a big thrill out of one person telling me they listened to my song and they liked it. That really satisfies me in a big way. And if it's more than one person, it's a good day.
I think that ego is going to get a bit of a boost now that you're number one. You know what I mean?
I'll do my best to keep it in check.
So, Arthur, before you go, do you want to plug in your social media, your websites to everybody so they can go check you out?
Sure. Instagram is @AuthorBodMusic. My website is AuthorBod.com. I'm just now getting a Facebook presence, which is @AuthorBodMusic.
Okay.
And TikTok is probably @AuthorBodMusic as well. I'm kind of keeping it the same.
I'm so glad that you're doing that, because a lot of independent artists, they make different social media accounts with different weird names and usernames, and it's so difficult for the fans to find them. So the fact that you're at Author Bod Music everywhere, that's so cool. That's really, really good.
Well, it was kind of good to have the name Author Bod. There wasn't too much competition there.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good one as well. Right, on that note, Arthur, thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Hey, Oliver, thank you very, very much for having me, and thank you for getting me to be number one on the chart.
You're welcome, man.
In the UK. I'm looking forward to what comes next.
And come back on the show anytime you like. And on that note, here is It Ain't Love, the number one charting song on the official Easy Listening charts by Author Bod Music.
Put your hands upon my heart and help me live again. And put your hands upon my soul and set me free. If every day made another day, if all you said was real, and if time could help me see again, well, that's all I want to feel. Well, put your hands upon my heart and help me live again. Put your hands upon my soul and set me free. If you want to be my lover, you're gonna have to be my friend. So put your hands upon my heart and help me breathe again. Every time that I hold you, I would fall in love with you. And every time I would ask you, you would always say I do. If every day was a living dream, and every night I'd be with you, every hour we would be alone with nothing else to do. Well, put your hands upon my heart and help me live again. Put your hands upon my soul and set me free. If you want to be my
We're all in this together. We should learn to love each other. Forget about color and race. To make the world a better place, you gotta get up and stand up and all come together. Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help another brother? Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help somehow? We're all one big family. We should live in harmony. Be the change you wanna see. Everybody live happy and free. You gotta get up and stand up and all come together. Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help another brother? Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help somehow?
You only got one life to live. It's not what you got, it's what you give. Have a heart, do your part. Help someone making a brand new start. Everybody's fighting some kind of battle, like those up the creek without a paddle. So rise above and share the love. You
get up, you stand up, and all come together. Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help another brother? Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help some? Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help another brother? Brother, brother, brother from another mother, do you think you can help somehow? Whoa, whoa. is a game.